What's up, humans, and welcome to a new Psicoactivo. This is breaking news right now. It's a report from Mr. Game Tech Politics, who's a known personality on Twitter, and he sometimes reports on UAP. I'm not sure if this information is 100% confirmed, but he did get a second confirmation from a different Twitter personality. Her name is Destiny Rezendes, Desi_Rezi on Twitter. I'm not sure. I had never seen her before. I'm not sure if she has reliable information or not. But David Grusch, reportedly, according to these two people, is one of the other witnesses for the UAP hearing on November the 13th. If this is confirmed to be true, which hasn't yet, officially, this is only a report from these two people right now, as I'm filming this. If this is true, I see a couple of issues already emerging. As you guys know, David Grusch did this in July 2023. Here it is.
Has the U.S. government become aware of actual evidence of extraterrestrial, otherwise unexplained forms of intelligence? And if so, when do you think this first occurred?
I like to use the term non-human. I don't like to denote origin. Keeps the aperture open, both scientifically. Right. Certainly, like I've discussed publicly previously, 1930s.
Okay. Can you give me the names and titles of the people with direct firsthand knowledge and access to some of these crash retrieval programs, and maybe which facilities, military bases the recovered material would be in? And I know a lot of Congress talked about we're going to go to Area 51, and and there's nothing there anymore anyway. It's just and we move like a glacier. And as soon as we announce it, I'm sure the moving vans would pull up. But please.
I can't discuss that publicly, but I did provide that information both to the Intel committees and the Inspector General.
And we could get that in the SCIF if we were allowed to get in a SCIF with you. Would that be probably what you would think?
Sure, if you had the appropriate accesses, yeah.
What special access programs cover this information, and how is it possible that they have evaded oversight for so long?
I do know the names. Once again, I can't discuss that publicly and how they've evaded oversight. In a closed setting, I can tell you the specific tradecraft used.
All right. When do you think those programs began, and who authorized them?
I do know a lot of that information, but that's something I can't discuss publicly because of sensitivities.
All right. If any of y'all want to jump in on any of this, you're more than welcome to. What level of security clearance is required to fully access these programs?
Well, anybody who has...
and I say that because myself, Representative Gates and Representative Luna were basically turned away at one point at Eglin. So please go right ahead.
Certainly difference between member access and, say, somebody like me, but anybody who has a TSSCI clearance and meets the eligibility criteria, the access adjudicative authority should be able to grant you access.
Mr. Burchett, if you'll yield, so just to put a fine point on that, there's nothing that you're aware of that's above special access program classification.
It's a misnomer that there's anything actually above top secret. Executive Order 13526 delineates the classification levels.
Right, but I draw a point on that because we can have access to those programs, and so the notion that we're not being given that access sort of defies our typical muscle memory here in Congress. Thank you, Mr. Burchett. I'll yield back to you.
Thank you, Mr. Gates. Along those lines, Title 10, you may not know this or not, but Title 10 and Title 50 authorization, they seem to say they're inefficient. So who gets to decide this, in your opinion, in the past?
It's a group of career senior executive officials.
Okay, are they government officials?
Both in and out.
Do what?
Both in and out of government, and that's about as far as I can go there. Yeah.
All right, well, that leads to my next question. Which private corporations are directly involved in this program? How much taxpayer money has been invested in these programs, to your knowledge? I mean, we know we audit the Pentagon every year, and I've been here 5 years, and they failed the dadgum thing every year. They lose over $1 billion a year, we think, and I've told the Department of Defense maybe 60% of their assets are unaccounted for, whatever the heck that means. In the public sector, you go to jail for that kind of crap. So tell me.
Yeah, I know when I'm $1 off of my DTS travel voucher, I get hammered, but seems like it doesn't work the other
If
way,
you
right?
sell over
Yeah.
if you sell over $600 worth of stuff on eBay, now you get a call from the IRS. So please, what corporations?
Yeah, I don't know the specific metrics towards the end of your question. The specific corporations I did provide to the committees in specific divisions, and I spent 11 and a half hours with both Intel committees. So.
Okay. Has there been an active U.S. government disinformation campaign to deny the existence of unidentified aerial phenomena? And if so, why?
I can't go beyond what I've already espoused publicly about that.
Okay, I've been told to ask you what that is and how to get it in the record.
Which
What have you stated publicly in your interviews for the congressional record?
Yeah.
if you reference my News Nation interview, and I talk about a multi-decade, campaign to disenfranchise public interest,
Sorry, Mr.
basically.
Chairman, I've gone.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
apologize, Mr. Chairman. I yield back negative 21 seconds.
So he was one of the, if not the witness on the previous hearing. And when he was at that hearing, he couldn't really go into much detail. And a lot of the questions that were asked directly at him, he said he wanted to do it on a skiff. I wonder if something has changed now that will allow him to talk about new information or potentially firsthand information, because he's already alluded to having firsthand information or being a firsthand witness. If he's seen anything or if he's has any documents or anything like that, I think that this is the perfect venue to talk about this and present data, present information. If this is the case, that means that either the Dobser process was approved and that's why he abstained from releasing his op-ed. We saw Ross Coulthard a few months ago at a Reddit AMA where he said that the op-ed was coming, but it didn't come. But he did say that David Grusch was definitely coming back to the fold. I guess might be it if this is confirmed true. We don't know yet. But it is interesting. I followed Game Tech Politics for a little while. I did a piece on one of his reports a little while ago about MK Ultra. And he does have a lot of verifiable information. So I don't know if he's like 100% accurate on everything because I don't follow all of his information. But let's just treat this as a report for now. And then if it is confirmed later, let's talk about it. But my initial reaction is that I think we need first-hand knowledge and we need another different witness aside from Grusch. If Grusch does have the goodies, if he does have that first-hand knowledge, that's going to be more than enough, I think. But if he doesn't, we're going to need another different witness besides the two that are already confirmed or semi-confirmed. This guy, Game Tech Politics, also teased with a picture of retired Rear Admiral Tim Gallaudet. And then he confirmed that both he and Grusch were going to be testifying on November 13th. This is what Game Tech Politics says on his Twitter. The initial photo of Gallaudet was just with a simple hoo-yah. And then he wrote these two, as in Gallaudet and a picture of Grusch. These two will be in attendance of the UAP hearing according to sources. Desi Rezi will update below with further information. And then Rezendes says, spoke with the offices of a couple of representatives today to confirm the witnesses that will be giving testimony at the House Committee of Oversight on Unidentified Aerial Phenomena. Attendees include United States Air Force retired whistleblower David Grusch and retired Rear Admiral Timothy Gallaudet. The remaining witnesses' names have yet not been released. A staffer for one of the attending representatives of the committee today confirmed that. And I quote, "Yes, David Grusch and Admiral Gallaudet will be there, I'm quite sure. More knowledge on the topic awaits in the hands of GTP Podcast, as in Game Tech Politics. Join us on the 12th for a special X space." I have been trying to contact Matt Laszlo for this because he's been really busy with the election stuff. And I'm guessing he's taken some time off, at least a couple of days. He deserves it. He's been on the road for a while. But I'm sure he's going to come out with a report soon on this. And he's going to confirm whether this is accurate information or not, because he has direct contact with pretty much everyone in Congress who's involved in this. So he's just, all he has to do is call them and ask them. And as soon as we get information from him, we can double confirm this is the case. If for some reason while I'm editing this, he posted something, we're going to put it on the screen so you guys can check it out. Or any other source that confirms that is a reliable source, I'm going to put it on the screen. But let me know what you think about this from Grusch. The other story today is about, well, it was earlier than this because this is the breaking news, but earlier we saw how Douglas Dean Johnson reported the exact date of the hearings. So the hearing is going to be on Wednesday, November the 13th, 2024 at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And it's going to be called, the title is really interesting, Unidentified Anomalous Phenomena Exposing the Truth. And it's going to be on room 2154 of the Rayburn House Office Building, which is the same place where Grusch testified last year. And if this news from Grusch is confirmed, it means we're getting Grusch on the same room again. Another part that is interesting to note here and important is that the people who are going to submit documents, exhibits, and other materials, if you guys recall, last year, Jeremy Corbell, George Knapp, and another couple of people delivered remarks and documents and information which all of the representatives used to interview Grusch. So presumably, the same thing is going to happen this time. And if they're going to talk about this alleged program, Immaculate Constellation, I'm pretty sure they're going to ask Grusch about this if Grusch is confirmed to be there. And that's going to get interesting. There was also a little misunderstanding earlier today where Christopher Mellon responded to rumors about him being part of the witnesses. He said he wouldn't be, and Dean Douglas Johnson was one of the people who reached out to Melon, and Melon told him that he had a trip scheduled. This trip has been framed as vacation, but I don't think it's the case. I think it's something more personal that he can't really escape. But this is a tweet from Christopher Mellon responding to these rumors. It goes like this: the House Oversight and Accountability Committee has confirmed a subcommittee hearing on UAPs scheduled for November 13 at 11:30 a.m. in room 2154 of the Rayburn House Office Building. The hearing is titled Unidentified Anomalous Phenomena Exposing the Truth. Regrettably, the rumors of my participation are untrue. These likely arose because I had agreed to testify in September, the initially planned date for the hearing. Unfortunately, a long-planned trip conflicts with this new date. I am genuinely disappointed to miss this opportunity, as I felt I could help frame the key issues and challenges while offering some pragmatic ideas to support Congress in advancing security, transparency, and accountability. Although I'm personally disappointed not to be able to participate, I am confident that the expert witnesses who will be appearing will make this a memorable, engaging, and worthwhile session. So, yeah, it seems like it's some kind of a personal affair that he has to take care of. with his wife, with his family, and it's not really our business asking that. There are a couple of things that if you were in the same position, you would say no to the hearings and attend whatever you can do. You can think of a couple of reasons. So at the end of the day, it's none of our business. If he can't, he can't. There must be a valid reason for him not to be there. And what do you guys think? David Grusch apparently might be back. Do you like this? I think we also need another whistleblower who we don't know of, potentially also from the Air Force. That would be really, really cool, with firsthand knowledge, or someone at the program, which would be the ideal thing. Let me know in the comments what you think, and if you like the content you see, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you can get notified when a new video drops, and share this, please, with everyone so everyone knows about this recent report and about this information about the hearings, which I also hadn't reported on. So it's a nicely rounded video, I think. So let me know what you think. If you want to support the channel in any other way, there are a few links in the description where you can support either the channel or buy yourself something. Every help is very appreciated, but all you got to do is share, like, comment, subscribe. That doesn't cost you anything, and that is the best you can do for me. So thank you. And without further ado, I'll see you guys until the next video. Bye.